going to give it a go of making some chili sauce with a long shelf life, something that will keep. What we've got is some distilled vinegar, some lemon juice, just an old pepper that's kicking around in the fridge, a little bit of clear honey for sweetness, a couple of apples again for sweetness, a whole onion, tin of chopped tomatoes, a bunch of coriander and a little bit of parsley there, a little bit of root ginger, and a mixture of peppers, varying heats. Most of them are super hots. That's going to be the little peachy one that does the job. That's a 7-pot Monster bubble gum, and that's going to add a real bit of fire to it. These ones are something tiger. Then we got BBG Mant Blacks, which are hot enough on their own. These are a bit hot and sour, not too super hot, but hot enough. And then we got a few habaneros in there as well, and some other bits. They're all freshly picked this morning. Coriander's freshly picked. So what I'm going to do is get everything chopped. Oh, and a bulb of garlic as well. What we're going to do is get everything chopped up and then bring you back, because it's all got to go into a pot and simmer down. But I'm not going to do it in the kitchen. I'm doing it out in the conservatory, because it'd just be like releasing a load of CS gas in the air, and we'll all be choking. So give me a minute. All the chilies de-stalked, and onion and the apple, ginger cut up. I'm going to go for garlic puree actually, rather than having to sit around peeling garlic. I hate that. I am actually going to add a bit of Himalayan pink salt, which is crystal salt from the Himalayas. Nice mineral content to that. I've got a 3-year-old out-of-date tin of tomatoes. They'll be perfectly alright to eat. Nothing wrong with the tins, they've not blown. And then a bowl full of intense flavour. I've got a little drop of water in this pan, just so it don't stick. I'm not going to be simmering it in here. I'm going to do it in the conservatory, because it's just going to be too vicious in here. So what we're going to do, you make it however hot you want. It's up to you. Tomatoes in, and a good pinch of Himalayan salt, flavour. Get the coriander in, and there's a bit of parsley in there as well. I did wash that. Not that. Well, you don't really want any wild yeast. This is going to be something with a stable shelf life. This is not a fermented chili sauce. And the way you get the stable shelf life is making it acidic, and that's through vinegar and lemon, and getting the pH right down on it. A bit of honey there just for tasting. Again, the sweetness of the honey and the sweetness of the apples is acidic. That's why your teeth rot if you have too many sweets, because sugar is actually acidic. Let's pop the top on that garlic, and put your garlic to flavour however much you want. I'm going to have a fair old bit, half a tube for me. And chilies in, they've all been de-stalked. And what else we got to go in this lot? And then we're sticking, let me just put this down a minute. Put it back up. So there we have it, a lovely pot of wonderfulness. Gonna add a bit more water to that, I think. Get the tap on. What I'm going to do is take this out to the induction cooker and simmer it right down. In fact, I'm going to get the honey in now while I think of it. That's if I can open it with one hand. Put that down again. do. As I say, you make it to your own taste, put what you want in it. I was going to put some celery in it, but I haven't actually got any, so let's get this door open. Induction cooker's already down there. Oh, there's a little chilli on the floor, we don't want to waste them. In fact, that one does, because it's been squashed. So, this is going to be a spicy little number, this one. So, get that on. And yeah, get it so it's a simmer. Let's get it right up actually, and then take it down. I'm going to get a lid for that. Yeah, I think the pH we were aiming for is about 4. I've got some pH test strips upstairs. I should go and get them in a minute. And as I say, you can make it to your own taste. I mean, later in the year when I've got a glut of figs or blackberries, I shall be using those in it as well to bring out the sweetness, bring out some other flavours. Tidy as you go. Oh, and I've just put that pepper. I've put that in and I'm going to char it off in the air fryer, and then that can go in as well, because give it a nice roasted pepper taste. So just a matter of waiting for that to do its thing. Alright, bring you back later. The induction cooker, it didn't want to work out there. I don't know if this pot's an induction pot actually, so I'm going to have to do it indoors on the heat. I've got all the windows open, got conservatory doors open, because it's going to be like CS gas attack in here, and we're coughing and spluttering and crying, and it won't be much fun. Right, I'll bring you back once that's simmered down. I'm going to leave it simmering for a good, I reckon, for an hour. Simmer it down, and then I'm going to put it through a liquidizer and then start tasting it to see what it needs. Alright, these have been simmering now for about 3/4 of an hour, and what I'm going to do is take out the solid and liquidise it down, and then I shall return it to the pot to reduce. Let's get anything, some liver and bacon. And so let's get it over a bit so I don't spill it. I just had a little taste of the juice, and it's very hot. Got them roasted peppers in there now. Plenty of heat in this, and it's a little bit sweet. Well, it's sweet as well. I've just added a bit of pineapple juice. Bring up the acidity a bit more. I'll bring down the pH and increase the acidity. What I might do is actually add that liquid in there as well, or at least some of it. More on that. What I'll do get this on. Right, that went on really well. So I'll give it a blitz now. And all over the side, but be better. Just whisk it whether you want a lumpy sauce or not. I personally don't really want a lumpy one because there's too hot of chilies and you might end up with a real bit of fire. Right, what I'm going to do is put that back in the pot and then reduce it down some more, and I'll bring you back when it's reduced down a bit, when I'm happy with it, and then I might liquidise it, or I might just put it straight in the bottles. But what I should do now is sterilise the bottles with some Star San sterilising fluid for brewing, and go from there. Yeah, bring you back. Added the vinegar, you want 30% weight or volume of acidity to it. So measured the pH, and that's well acidic. I really want it 3 to 4, it's slightly over that. Looking at really acidic on that, so that will have a good long shelf life. Right, I've just added the vinegar. What you want is a 30% acidity to it, so 30% by weight or volume. So that's your vinegar or your lemon content. And so I reduced that down and put some of it in a jug. Made a right mess of the cooker, but that's just in there reducing down. And cleaned all the bottles, sterilised them, and that's them there. These are 750ml. Clean the funnel. These are 750ml bottles, so see how we get on. I've tried this and it's extremely hot. You'll only need a couple of teaspoons on anything. Definitely got a kick to it. It's got a bit of sweetness to it, but it's not like a Chinese chili sauce. Check where we are. Halfway. Actually, I'll probably only get 2 of them bottles out of this. Turn that off because that's bubbling all over the cooker and all over the side. A bit thicker as you go down. That's alright. Right, need a spoon to, there's a spoon. It's full up. I think it's full up. Okay, put a bit of that. Put you down a minute. Get that all prepared. And that's all that bottle. again. Been a bit of a mess, but that's one bottle there. It's a bit gloopy, this one. Don't like it. Bit more lumpy this. Get the rest of that in there. Just gonna wash it down with a bit of water around that. Waste not one not. Right. That's the cooker to clean later. Give that a stir. Bit of onion stuck in it. Let's see what we got there. Yeah, that should all go in that bottle. Just need a good shake before you use it. Right, that's that. Get that bottle. That's good enough. That's full. That's 2 full bottles. And just wash that spoon off a minute. Wash and dry it. And put some on your spoon. A little bit watered down that with water, but never mind. Alright, let's see what this is like. Yeah, that's got a kick to it. Straight away you heat. Nice bit of sweetness. A little bit of a breath taker, but nah, that's nice. There we go. That's singing starfish chili sauce.